Hey guys, I'm Phoenix here and welcome to Revoco, or Revoco, however you say it. It's a Latin thing anyway. It means repair. So, a friend of mine sent me a link a few days ago. It was the lead developer of Retrograde talking to the independent, the indie games conference anyway. And he was talking about how Retrograde had basically taken over pretty much everything because of its complexity and how much time he was spending on quite small things that people would never see. And so that kind of got me thinking, and I kind of pushed down to my most basic game that I've got. So this is Revoco, or however you want to say it. And the idea behind this is that you're playing in first person and you're on some kind of a vessel or a ship or something or other, and everything's going wrong and you're basically running around trying to fix everything. And so this is in its very most basic state, and I'm releasing this today to find out what people think of the gameplay. You'll be quite surprised actually, because I think it's probably got more gameplay in it than Frozen Skies, which has been in development for God knows how long, and this game's been in development for about, oh god, I started it Friday night, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, about 5 days, if that, probably less actually technically, because I haven't been working on this all the time. So let's jump into the single player. I want there to be a multiplayer at some point, sort of a co-op type of thing, but that will come later. So for the moment, it's got this outline thing, fix 10 objects, hit OK, and the mouse will lock itself in the centre of the screen. And basically what you do is you run around and you click on various objects. I won't go through it all because it's no fun. As you can see, everything's orange and grey. I know about that, obviously, because I did it. Very basic textures and modelling. This is more like a gameplay prototype, if you will. And as you fix things, you'll have this. Hold on, if I press escape, it'll bring up the mouse. And yeah, I also know about the mouse look not turning off. It's another annoying thing that I've got to work out how to fix at some point. So at the moment, we've got up here broken, fixables and fixed. Nothing actually ends up as broken, so you can't actually fail. You can just spend absolutely ages trying to find the last box or fixable thing. So everything starts off as fixable, and as you fix things, it comes up as fixed. The way that I want it to eventually work is that fixable objects will sort of lose their health, so you will have to work out which ones to fix before the other ones. So if something's orange, you might want to fix that first. I also want it to make it so that you can't actually move. So if you move, you cancel the repair, but you still repair it up to that point. So you might repair it up to the green point, but when it's green, you might move and it will stop then repairing it. But it might sort of start to get more broken as time goes on, unless you actually fix it all the way. That's how I want it to work anyway at the moment, but it doesn't quite work like that at the moment. So I'll just resume. So that's a bug I do know about. You know, you can just hit this and move around. So you can fix all 10 while they're still all fixing one another. Only you can't, because the door locks are currently linked into the whole fixed quota. I don't necessarily want them to be like that. Eventually I want sort of critical systems and non-critical systems, so only critical systems will count towards the win quota and the lose quota. Non-critical systems like door locks, they aren't necessarily critical, but if you don't repair a door lock and there's a critical system behind the door that you're trying to open that's getting more broken, it might, you know, explode and cause more issues later on. And yeah, that's something else I want to add, sort of issues that come across from not fixing things. So really the whole idea of this is a race against time, really. What you're doing is trying to fix the ship before it kills you, and you may not necessarily fix all the critical systems, but you might be able to fix just enough to stay alive, so that you can jettison the escape pods or whatever. That is, if your escape pods still work. So yeah, that's the sort of, you can kind of see quite where I'm going. But for now, this is a prototype, the gameplay in its most basic form. I do want to add more to this, and I do want your feedback. So and I've said this before, feedback for me, it's no good if you say, yeah, it's great. That's not brilliant feedback for me. More useful feedback is the sort of thing that Tester Friend gives me, which is like a page of bugs. I love that, simply because I know the game's not perfect. I know there are issues. I've done way too much, and lighting needs to be fixed, and it's kind of causing these weird, you can kind of see it there. I have no idea why it does that. That's something I've got to look into. Nothing really more to say, really. Give me feedback. Tell me areas you'd like to see next, areas you'd like to see improved. I will kind of work on the level a bit, and probably hook in HUD that shows health, so you can get damaged by things exploding or fire and things like that. And a sort of I want to add a sidebar that shows you critical systems that are getting more damaged all the time. So, you know, your engine room's on fire, go fix it, sort of thing. And yeah, maybe some sort of more alternative ways of fixing things as well, like in FTL, where to extinguish a fire, you open the outer doors to get all the oxygen out, and thus the fire can't burn. So yeah, sort of things like that. I want to sort of add a little bit more of. So yeah, thanks for watching. Anyway, I will drop the link to the guy talking, because that's really good video if any of you are indie developers and you're taking forever over something that's actually completely meaningless in the whole scheme of things. We've all been there. I've definitely been there. So and I will also drop you the link to this Revoco, however you want to say it. Be on my Dropbox. So thanks for watching, and I will see you probably next week with more updates. Woo!